On today's show, we've got news about Terralina Crafted Italian open at Disney Springs, Donald Duck's birthday at Disneyland Tokyo, and a new Pixar plane hits the skies, and so much more, all on the Disney Parks Podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast. And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
We know that coming to Walt Disney World can be very overwhelming with all the fast passes, the dining reservations, even getting from attraction to attraction can be extremely overwhelming. But we've got a friend that can help you make your next trip to Walt Disney World even more magical. It's Ramon and Theme Park Concierges. You can visit themeparkconcierges.com or call them at 407-257-9973. Ramon and his amazing team of VIP concierges will take care of you from the moment you arrive at the park until the moment you go back to your resort. They can take care of you for a 4-hour time slot or a full day. It all depends on what you need. They can take care of your dining reservations, your fast passes, and even make sure that you find even more magic hidden in the Disney parks. Well, contact our friends, themeparkconcierges.com, or call 407-257-9973 and tell them your friends over at the Disney Parks Podcast sent you.
Hey, reservations are now open for the Terralina Crafted Italian at Disney Springs. It appears that the Terralina Crafted Italian will be open to the public on July 30th, 2018. That's this year.
Yep.
That's good to hear, an opening date. This is the earliest date that guests can book a reservation for the restaurant on the Walt Disney World website. Maybe we should go try and book one.
Go for it.
Yeah. While July 30th is the first date guests can book reservations, we expect soft openings happening before that date, as that's kind of status quo for everything that opens up at Disney Springs. They open up and then they close and they open up and they close and test it.
Tweak, open, tweak, tweak, open, tweak, tweak.
Yeah. Early this week, reported, actually, I think, no, we didn't. I didn't post it yet. They have some of the menu out for this. And it looks pretty good. Looks like good Italian food. I don't think it'll give Morvello a run for his money, but I think it'll be the better version of Italian food that's there now.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I guess every section of Disney Springs has to have its own Italian.
Yes.
You know, because the landing's got it, and the west side's going to have it, and what is the town center?
Town center.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yep. If you don't want to book it through the website, you can call 407-WDW-A-Dine.
It's a very misleading article because it says it's now open. I guess it's just now open for reservations.
Now open for reservations.
All right. So over at Tokyo Disney Resort, they're going to be celebrating Donald Duck's birthday with a special popcorn bucket, decorations, merchandise, and so much more. I guess Donald's a big deal over there.
Oh yeah,
he's the main duck, not to be ducked with. I said it. I'm not ashamed. Although the Tokyo Disney Resort is celebrating the 35th anniversary during the happiest celebration, a famous Disney duck invites himself to Donald's. Invites himself for Donald's happy birthday to me. Starting in Tokyo Disneyland on June 7th, Donald Duck's birthday will be celebrated with new merchandise, special food and drinks, and so much more. The party lasts for 1 month, ending on July 7th. There's a special experience program in Tokyo Disneyland as well as in Tokyo Disney Sea that includes a button, stickers, flags, and some sort of scavenger hunt. Guests will be able to send a birthday card to Donald. To celebrate, Donald will also be decorating his own ship at Toontown Camp Woodchuck and the Miguel El Dorado Cantina in Tokyo Disney Sea. In some restaurants, there will also be additional meals on the menus, and guests can buy exclusive drinks and popcorn buckets. And what is a celebration without gifts, right? But these gifts you have to purchase.
Oh, boy.
Some new merchandise will soon appear in the parks, such as the pin and plush badges that we'll probably have in the podcast or the blog. The hotels are full of festivities in the Disneyland Hotel and the Disney Ambassador Hotel. There'll be special gifts and the possibility to join a special program.
Special.
Dun, dun, dun. In the Ambassador Hotel, there's the option to book the Donald Duck room. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Could you imagine?
All right. So the bed is white, and then they don't have, like, throws anymore. They have, like, the little thing that goes on the bed, and it looks kind of like Donald Duck is blue. That's the only thing.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they get the surcharge for special
Yeah, I think they could have done something a little bit better.
Nice.
But they didn't.
So these two hotels in Tokyo Disney Sea, Hotel Miracosta, will serve special non-alcoholic cocktails for the occasion. And last, and certainly not least, Donald will be appearing in some special costumes so you can have a special photo with him. This is a great way to remember his birthday in 2018. You can see Donald in all of his outfits. And let's see, hang on, I'm trying to cursory through this stuff. Are you going to be visiting Tokyo Disney Sea? Please pick us up some. I just want a popcorn bucket. Actually, I just want 2 popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
My wife will want one, and then my mom will kill for one.
Right. There you go.
Yeah. Take it. Let us know what you guys think if you guys go over there and check that out.
I can't remember. You might want to check on eBay because after these things get out there, some people usually have them out there. They try to overcharge for them.
Of course they do.
But I've been able to haggle them down to normal pricing. Something I find reasonable.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. If you're coming to Walt Disney World, the Friendship boats will be temporarily closed at Disney's Hollywood Studio starting on May 7th. A refurbishment of the bridge at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Hotels will cause a temporary closure of the Friendship boat service to Disney's Hollywood Studio. Guests staying at the Disney's Boardwalk, Disney's Yacht and Beach, Disney's Beach Club, and the Walt Disney Swan and Dolphin will have to take the old fun bus
Oh, man.
to the studios. And at this time, Disney has not released an expected date for completion. So be prepared to ride the bus. So you
Or
thought,
walk.
yeah. So you thought you were paying for that great hotel because it was only a small little bus ride, boat ride. Disney said, "We'll fix your wagon.
You're going to walk.
You're
You're
gonna
going
get
to
in a
walk
bus.
and you're going to like it.
You're gonna get in a bus and like it."
Or you're going to do a Disney minivan.
Yeah, and that's the other choice. And right now, the bus area at the Hollywood Studios is a mess. So it's not a pleasure trying to find a bus or get from a bus.
But news broke this week that minivan service is available
Everywhere.
everywhere throughout the parks.
It's everywhere you want to be.
It's just like, oh, dang it, you beat me to the joke. It's just like Visa. It's everywhere you want to be.
Yeah. And the airport service is still being tested, and I don't think it needs much of a test. People will do it.
Yeah, that's true. So you've seen pictures or you've been to California Adventure, right? You've been to California Adventure.
Yeah.
You know, the big Mickey's Fun Wheel?
Yeah.
The big, giant. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So Mickey's Fun Wheel at California Adventure is set to become Mickey's Pixar Pal Around.
Nice.
That's such great. We already knew Mickey's Fun Wheel at Disney California Adventure would be getting a new look when Paradise Pier becomes Pixar Pier, but today we found out that the attraction will be getting a new name as well, which makes sense because Mickey's not a Pixar character, so you know. When Pixar Pier opens this summer, you'll be able to experience Pixar Pal Around, which will be the focal point for the central neighborhood in the Pixar Pier that celebrates Pixar stories. The Paradise Bay side of the wheel will still feature the face of Mickey Mouse, but each of the 24 gondolas will feature a different pair of Pixar pals. Really? Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. Slap a different sticker on there, kids. You will be able to ride with Miguel and Hector from Coco, Joy and Sadness from Inside Out, Lightning and Mater from Cars, and many more of your favorite Pixar characters.
Nice.
You would stand there for 20 minutes to get in the Buzz and Woody.
I would stand there for 20 minutes.
20 extra minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I would do it.
What would be cool is if each car had its own little sound system and it played the themes from those songs.
Yeah.
So the Fun Wheel. Yeah.
Me.
If you've never been on Mickey's Fun Wheel, it's a giant Ferris wheel. It's kind of like the Orlando High.
But it's got a twist to it.
But there's a twist to it. Every other car is stationary, just like every other Ferris wheel.
Right.
But then the other cars have a component that moves.
This half loop
kind of does a little half loop. So as you start going down and you start moving around, you'll slide and you'll swing out. Oh, it's fun. It's a little terrifying when you get to the tippy top, but it's a cool little ride. I love it. And then you can swing. And if you get in a car with people who don't like heights and you get that car rocking,
oh yeah,
it's the best.
Oh yeah. Hey, if you're heading, I guess, from Shanghai or to Shanghai, I'm not sure where this plane is flying. Didn't really say. China Eastern Airlines now has, because in Shanghai their Toy Story Land opened this past week.
Right.
They have Toy Story themed planes taking their maiden flight. It's a Toy Story world, and you're gonna have to live in it, John.
I am shocked that you haven't moved yet. Not to peel too much back. You work from home.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that you're just like, I'm going over here.
I'm gonna go live in the Toy Story hotel in Shanghai.
I'm gonna go live in Shanghai. They've got internet over there. I should be okay.
Yeah, I should be able to do my job.
Yeah.
So China Eastern's newest Disney library plane took its first flight yesterday, April 28th, from Shanghai to Beijing, featuring Pixar's Toy Story. This is the China Eastern Airlines' third Disney-themed plane. The first was Mickey Mouse and Mickey and Minnie, inspired their A330, and that was unveiled in 2016. Buzz Lightyear and Woody got their prime spot on the outside of the new Airbus A330 and 334. For the first time, the China Eastern Airlines Disney-themed, for the first time in forever, a Disney-themed plane also has an interior. It's decorated as well. And Toy Story characters such as Woody, Buzz Lightyear, Jessie, Rex, Lotso, Mr. Potato Head, Miss Potato Head, Slinky Dog are featured on the seat backs, tray labels, and even the ceiling of the plane. The fun atmosphere is sure to make flights to Shanghai Disney Resort amazing.
I'm sure. China
Eastern Airlines originally planned to have 6 Disney livery aircrafts in their line, including a Boeing 777, one 737, 2 Airbus A330s, and 2 A320s.
Who gives a crap what kind of planes they are?
Oh, the 777s are the huge monsters.
Who cares?
The beasts.
What's the theme? We want to know the theme.
Yeah.
I don't care. I care what type of plane they are.
With this being the third in that line, we can't wait to see what's next. Now, if you're on the feed, the live internets, we are going to now show you some interesting images. Let's try that one. There is the Buzz side of the aircraft. That looks pretty nice. You can see that there?
Yeah.
You got it there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the Buzz side. Let's go now with, let's see, this guy. That's the inside.
Nice.
All right, looks pretty good. See the little tray tables all jazzed up, and the little headliner things, kind of nice. Let's see, we got, I think, 2 more. Oh, no, 1 more. And this is a better shot of the luggage. It was all decked out, and then lots on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. I caught my yawn.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yeah. So, it's pretty good.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. I heard their first flight, they started having some problems with their first flight. Did you hear about this?
No.
A lot of people were complaining because it took them 45 minutes just to wind up the
propeller, the rubber band
propeller at the back of the plane. And it was freaking people out because the whole time they were in the flight, it's going.
No, it was Buzz saying, "I am flying," and where did he go?
I'm flying with style. I'm falling with style.
I'm landing with style now.
This is your captain. We are very excited here on the Pixar Plane. We're currently descending at 10,000 feet per second, and we're not really flying. We're falling with style. Smoke them if you got them. See you at the bottom.
That would suck.
Oh gosh!
And have Randy, what's his face? Randy Newman. The song that he plays when he's flying.
Yeah.
Playing as you're crashing. Oh my gosh.
So Ralph asked a pretty good, interesting question. I wonder if they'll ever do a Star Wars themed plane.
Oh, I'm sure they will next year when all the Star Wars lands open up. I don't know what they'll put. I mean, they've got the wrapped buses here at Disney World. Mm-hmm. Like I passed the Avengers bus the other day, and that's cool. And I get it. I would love to see a Star Wars, but with the Star Wars theme, man, I mean, there's so many ways you could go with that. You can make it look like the interior of an X-wing,
Millennium Falcon.
And can you do the breathing part? This is what the captain said there.
Welcome to Star Wars Airlines. Let the Force flow through you to the dark side. We're going to crash the plane unless the Force is strong with this flight.
Just saying.
Oh, God.
There's a reason we don't do comedy. Hey, look on the bright side, kids. At least this isn't the musical show.
Yeah.
All right. So I can't believe I'm about to read this story.
Yeah.
Magic Band touchpads reportedly are being removed from the resort pool.
Yeah.
According to the sources, Walt Disney World resorts are in the process of removing the Magic Band touch pads, Tourette's from entry ports to the pools. Disney's Magic Bands have proven themselves a popular way to address room entry, park admission, fast pass redemption, and numerous other tasks, but one of their roles is being eliminated. Magic Band readers are reportedly being removed from all pool entry points. According to one source, the locks proved to be a hindrance to emergency workers requiring fast access to pools during a crisis. The gates will remain in place around all pools, but doors will be left unlocked during pool operating hours. The touchpads have already been removed from the beach pool at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. Other Disney Vacation Club resort pools have previously required Magic Bands for entry, include Paddock Pool at Saratoga Springs, Cove Pool at Bay Lake Tower, and the pools at the Polynesian Villa and Bungalows. Resort pools are available only to resort guests and DVC members taking advantage of pool hopping privileges until now.
Dear Disney, the way you work around that is you give the emergency response people Magic Bands that can open any pool gate area. That's what the fire department has for every home that has a gated community. They have a code that opens the gate.
Or have
someone... Just put a dozen in every ambulance and every fire truck, and somebody's responsible for making sure if they're going to a Disney scene to carry one.
Or have a cast member just go
open the gate and leave it open. Like put something in front of it. Until the fireman gets there.
It's crazy. Hey.
Listen, they've been trying to keep everybody out, and now they're not going to be able to do that. Locals are going to be at the pools again. Pool hopping is going to be freely done when it's not supposed to be. It's going to be mayhem, cats and dogs. It's raining cats and dogs. It's chaos all over.
Cats and dogs living together. It's not going to be any worse than it was before.
Yeah.
It's not going to come back.
It's going to go back to what it was before.
But I don't really think it was that horrible before. I mean, was it really?
I know plenty of locals, I'm not going to name names, that have been to pools and still go to pools when they're not supposed to.
And?
They just don't get caught. They're lucky.
And? What's the point?
Yeah.
Does it bother you?
It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Good, because I do it as many times as I can. No, I'm kidding. I have done it, but it's not something I do like, hey, let's do this today. Yeah. Let's go rip off a pool.
Yeah. Ralph thinks they're going to remove the locks from guest rooms. As much as I'd like to see that, I think that would be a security and privacy issue. Nobody wants to see me running around my hotel room in my skivvies and my Mickey hat.
That's where you went with that? Wow, you were a trusting person, my friend. All right, let's get into some headline news. Oh, you want me to do it?
Hey, you can do it.
All right, sweet. Avengers Infinity War has broken the world with a $250 million opening weekend.
Nice.
The fastest, highest grossing opening ever. Mm-hmm. Kudos to you, Marvel. Mm-hmm. 10 years in the making. I was talking to
So, I imagine the top 10 grossing films of all time are going to wind up being all Disney. They're going to be Star Wars, Marvel, or some other Disney film.
Disney already owns like 8 of them. Yeah, because Avatar is now a Disney movie.
Well, it will be once that deal is signed.
Yeah, but you know, yeah. So here's the thing. This is how amazing this moment in history is. Name one other franchise that has been building to one moment for 10 years. You can't. There isn't one. Way back.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, no. Way back, even before Iron Man, when they did the Incredible Hulk that Fight Club guy was in.
Oh, yeah.
There was a post-credit scene that started all of this. And then Iron Man. And then from Iron Man, we had Captain America. Then we had Thor. Then we had Iron Man 2. Then we had this progression of all these movies 10 years later. And just think about the fact that Black Panther is still playing and selling out theaters, while at the same time, Avengers Infinity War is selling out theaters. Yeah. In history, that just boggles my mind. That's tantamount to Star Wars that came out in December, still being in the theaters, kicking ass and taking names, and they're getting ready to release Han Solo.
Yeah.
That's
so
amazing.
Which of the 3 pillars, Disney, Star Wars, or Marvel, which one do you think will be the top grossing pillar?
Marvel, hands down.
You think Marvel will
hands
top
down.
them all?
Yeah. Well, if you're just talking movies, you're talking merchandising.
Just movies.
Marvel. Hands down, Marvel.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I mean, stop and think. I mean, Black Panther's still breaking records, but you've got all the Marvel movies that are continuing to do well. Plus, you've got all the TV stuff. I mean, anyway, so we don't want to get too far off track. But congratulations. You know, I'm very excited. As a stockholder, I'm very happy. Disneyland annual pass holder exclusive refillable popcorn buckets features. Hang on, this might shock you. A Toy Story theme.
It's the green alien, by the way.
Yeah.
Hold on. It started in Tokyo.
Yep.
And now they've got it, and I'm sure we'll
have it soon. Yeah. Next up, Disney is developing a virtual reality Force jacket.
Mm-hmm. Where do you think they might use one of those, John?
They might use one of those, say, in, I don't know, a hotel property? A themed land? The Void?
Please, let's not go there.
A themed land would be cool with the Force jacket. No. How is that going to work?
I don't know.
Because you're not going to be able to push somebody over with it.
No, but think of this. If a Star Wars character in the land sees you, and, like maybe it's like Boba Fett. He says, oh, I got a bounty out for you. And he can point something at you. And your vest could feel like, boom, like the impact.
Yes. But hang on. Force jacket. Here's how I think that would work within the confines of what they've been talking about in the parks. I have a Force jacket on, and I'm on the dark side. You have a Force jacket on, and you were a rebel. Mm-hmm. We don't know each other in real life, let's say. We're walking in the land. Mm-hmm. Our jackets start vibrating when we get near each other, and I could tell that you're strong with the Force. And
there you go.
And then we could start interacting through that.
Then I could pull out my lightsaber and kill you.
Correct.
Like I did in The Void.
In the back.
In the back.
Like the true friend that you are.
Like The Void.
Jeez, oh Pete. And then finally, Disney is developing a soft robotic arm comparable to Baymax.
Yeah. It's a robotic arm, but they have like this weight thing over it, and it looks like Baymax material.
Yeah.
So everybody's comparing it to Baymax. It could be anything. I mean, they could sheath it with, I don't know, Abraham Lincoln's sleeve for all we know.
Right.
You know, they're just creating a robotic arm. It doesn't mean it's going to be Baymax.
Right. That's true. We had a question. We had a question in the chat room that I want to get to because I think it's funny as crap.
Wait, one other thing that we didn't talk of on this show is Mr. Bob Gurr broke the internet.
Yes.
On Saturday night.
Yeah. Hang on. Sorry, I'm going to do it to you now. Ralph says, "Where do you even hang a Force jacket?" Well, that's simple. You hang it on a Force jacket hook.
On a Force hook.
On a Force hook.
A 3M Force hook.
That's right. Go ahead, Mr. Bob Gurr.
No product placement here. All right, so we went to an event that Bob was at, and there was a Q&A session, and someone had asked about the monorails, and Bob's comment was, first you have to name it correctly. It's called, here, our Walt Disney World monorails are the duct tape monorails. That's what Bob calls them, because they've outlived their service life. They've gone beyond, way beyond, as Bob would say, way beyond what they were supposed to do originally.
Yeah,
and
I know, man.
They are being held together with duct tape and a prayer.
Yeah, I got a drum set I got when I was 16. I'm 47. I still gig with that kit. That kit doesn't owe me anything.
Yeah.
I'm holding that thing together with duct tape, Gorilla Glue, and the prayers of several sanctified saints from the old country.
Yeah. So then he went on to say, we had spoke about it on the show, that Disney is signing contracts with
Bombardier
to get 12 new monorails for Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think Disney was ready to let that information out of the bag, but Bob did, and Bob don't care.
Bob don't care. He's like a honey badger. He don't care.
He don't care. So that was it. He just said it and let it go. Set it free. Let this rumor be free in the world. Free.
Yeah, broke the internet, man. Like everybody
was talking about.
Rumor has it that Bob Gurr has confirmed. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, you weren't even in the room. How do you know? You weren't even there.
And none of those people that reported on were in the room.
Of course, it's crazy.
Yeah, I was on the room and didn't even report about it. I figured, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna let it go. But then when I saw the internet was blowing up with it, I said, "Oh, fine, I'll tag along."
You could have been a
cutting edge,
bleeding edge.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right,
trying to be a nice guy.
Anything else before we get into the other thing? All right, so we want to make sure that you find us over at the DisneyParksPodcast.com. You can find out our blog, our show archives. You can see links to our great sponsors. You can find us on Twitter at the Disney Podcaster, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Disney Parks Podcast. Make sure that you find us over there, like us. Make sure you come over to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Check that out if you want to support the show. Ooh, look at you getting all fancy dancy. You can email us, DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. You can see the number there for the hotline. And after that, my friends, we just can't wait to
see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a boat out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. One you wish upon a star, you're